Which is better, Fishing Sim or Fishing Planet? Now what you see on the screen is how I'm going to be scoring. You get a max of 30 points. I'm not going to be biased at this at all just because I play Fishing Sim, so let's see how this goes. Alright, here we are on Fishing the Sim World. The first thing, of course, we are going to check out the layout. And I do believe Fishing the Sim World's layout is so much better because you only got a couple of tabs here, and I think it's just easier to navigate based on what you want to do, really. I feel like Fishing Planet, when I did play it, was a little harder to traverse and figure out what you really wanted to do. It really took me like almost a week to figure out how to even work the main menu on that game. But like I said, I have not played it since Fishing Sim has been a thing. So I think Fishing Sim World is going to get 5 points here, but let's go see if Fishing Planet will get 5 points as well. Alright, here we are on Fishing Planet to check out the layout. Now, I like what they are doing over here with the weather forecast, but I don't know, I just don't really like that sort of thing. But like I said, it goes into more of the realistic kind of deal you got with it. So yeah, I mean, you have much more tabs up here. I used to play this game quite a bit, so I can't remember if 7,000 is a lot of money or not. I don't really know. But yeah, you got the layout's alright, I believe. You know, it's definitely not terrible. So I'm not a big fan of using the sticks as much. It is kind of confusing, you know, if it's like your first time ever playing it. But I do kind of remember how to use it, so it did take me a couple of days to figure out how to traverse this inventory here. So you know what? I'll give Fishing Planet a bone. I'll give them the 5 points for the layout. Alright, here we are back on Fishing Sim World here, and for the next category we have content. And by content I mean, you know, equipment, appearance, boats, and all the species of fish. So as you can see, let's go to bass up here. Yeah, let's just go to rods and reels. I mean, these are all the reels for the spinning. Now I feel like they could be a little more than they are now. But you know, you don't really need too much. You know, just you really get your basics. And I use this one. I got this one for what you call it, a DLC or something, an add-on or whatever I bought. But the rods, here we go. The rods. There's quite a few rods in this game. A lot more carp rods than per se bass rods, but I mean that's, you know, Fishing Sim is or dovetail fishing and all that is a kind of European company, so I can see how they will put more of that in than bass, even though I think more people play the game just for the bass and the carp, but it happens. And we also have baits here. I believe Fishing Sim has a whole lot better selection of baits, like better quality, especially better quality looking, like especially they look better. But yeah, I think they just have more variety. But you know, you never know. We'll go check that. Go check Fishing Planet out here in a minute. Boats. I don't know if Fishing Planet has boats, but if they do, which I think they did. I think they have added them. So we'll go check those out. But these are the boats you can get. Not too many, but enough to get you around places, of course. And they do have some wraps as well. Looks like pretty decent amount of wraps. So let's go check out the species. I do think Fishing Sim World has Fishing Planet beat on species for sure. Especially because I don't think Fishing Planet has carp. But we're about to go find out anyway. They have catfish. I think Fishing Planet, Fishing Planet does have catfish, but I know they have trout. Pretty sure they have pike and muskie as well, and pickerel. I don't know if they have zander. Well, I think they have walleye, and I know they have maybe not a European perch, but I know they have a yellow perch, and so yeah. I say Fishing Sim gets 5 points for this one, for content, so let's go check out Fishing Planet. Alright, here we are for Fishing Planet's chance to get some 5 points on some content. So, here we are. This is where all your lakes and stuff are. I don't really like the idea of you have to get a certain level to get to some of these places. Like, you have to be level 50 to get this carp here, which I don't really think, 50 is really high for, especially someone casually just play. Oh, here we go with the, I'm telling you, I'm so bad with this layout, man. But yeah, for someone that casually plays, I don't think anyone really consistently plays Fishing Planet. So it'd take a really long time, I think, to get to 50. Now, I'm going to be honest, I came home from school almost every day a couple years ago and played this every day for hours on end. And I'm only level 17. I played for like 2 months. So, yeah, it's going to take a while to level up, just to even probably catch a really good carp. So, I don't think that's really that cool, that good. But inventory, or shop, I mean, there's a lot here, which I kind of forgot about. And here we go with the, I'm not a big fan of the layouts of the controls here. I'm not gonna lie, and I kind of forgot how to navigate. Here we go. Now I do believe there's a little bit more rods. Alright, we're on 3-3 here. So, yeah, I think there is a little bit more rods than Fishing Sim. And I think that's good with the reels, too. I am really confused. I do not like this layout at all. Here we go. Spin reels. Is there more? A lot more. Wow, okay. That's surprising. I kind of forgot how much, or how many reels there are in this game. I'm really surprised by this. I forgot. It's been a while. They probably added a whole lot more. 50,000? Oh, okay. I don't know about that. I don't know about 50,000 for the top. I think Fishing Sim, the top one, is for only like 8 or 9,000. Or no, it was like 5. Was it 8 or 9? I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure it's 8 or 9 or 5. I don't think it's 5 though. That's kind of crazy. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about that one. Man, that's a little pricey. So let's see here. Here we go. Alright. Tools and equipment. Yeah, you gotta keep net, but that's how this game is. You get money by keeping nets, and you have to have a certain keep net and all that. Terminal tackle. I'm not sure if they have more hooks or not, but I don't really think that really matters. Lures. There's jig heads, barbless, common. You got worm, grub, shad, tube, crawls and creatures, crankbaits, topwaters. But I think Fishing Sim, I think they just look better. than Fishing Planet. So there's yeah, a lot of crankbaits here, more than Fishing Sim. But I don't really use crankbaits on Fishing Sim that much. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool they have a USA one. That's pretty cool. But they did add, I can see here, missions, which is really cool. I guess it's kind of like, I guess the career mode for Fishing Sim. I guess you can kind of compare it, kind of not. Hey, you can get certain things for winning. You know, you like a little extra fans or something. But I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, these are the competitions and tournaments here. So a lot of tournaments, a lot of different tournaments you can do. And then yeah, this is where you can just buy stuff. So, and yeah, my biggest bass is 5 pounds, which I believe Fishing Sim, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna give 5 points for Fishing Planet here on content as well. So let's head back on over to Fishing Sim World. Alright, for the next category here, we are going to be going over the controls. The controls are pretty easy to get in this game. As you can see, if you do this right here, you'll probably go on top of the bridge. You went on top of the bridge. And now a very easy way, I'll just reset my cast, very easy way to fix that. You can press L3, or I don't know what the Xbox is. You can sling it under the bridge without hitting the bridge, which is fantastic. I do not believe Fishing Planet can do that, which I believe makes Fishing Sim a little better on controls as well. The reeling, I think the reeling is similar, maybe. But what you can do with the reel speed and stuff, I think, is a better layout. Just for a little better control. So I think Fishing Sim is going to get 5 points for this one as well. So let's go check out Fishing Planet's controls. Alright, here we are, 5 a.m. bright and early. So I believe I have a jig head on. Alright, now if I'm not mistaken, I used to kind of, is there a way to run? Here we go. I used to fish out this way, kind of towards the middle. I'm gonna have to remember how to, what is this? How do I turn my reel speed up here? Not that way. Not like that. Oh. I just want, okay, there we go. Okay. And how do we reel in? Oh god, that's really fast. Turn that to like 2. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the controls right now. Stop and go. How do I get it up? I need it up a little more. Alright, straight slow. I mean, it went out farther than Fishing Sim, but you know, you also don't need it to go out 100 yards. Or 100 feet, rather, not 100 yards, dear Lord. You don't really need it to go out 100 feet. But if I do remember... Oh, wait, what? I got a fish on? Oh. I didn't even realize I had a fish on. Yeah, I don't really like the indication. You don't know when you have a fish on. Dude, I was just reeling in. I never even knew I had a fish. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna give Fishing Planet 5 points for controls here. So we're gonna head back over to Fishing Sim for the difficulty. Alright, here we are back on Fishing Sim World 4. which one is more difficult? I don't think Fishing Sim World is difficult at all, which I believe that's what makes it better. But I guess if you're the, oh, I really rock realistic games, I want realistic games more than these fake ones, you know, or whatever like that, then Fishing Planet is definitely for you. But yeah, I think Fishing Sim is definitely easier, because you can see here 14 pounds, 10 pounds. I think my best on Fishing Planet is like 5 pounds and something for largemouth, so it's really not that hard to catch like a 14 pounder. Like, you could probably go out and fish for like an hour and probably catch 2 of them, if you know a decent spot. So I don't think Fishing Sim gets a point here. So let's head over to Fishing Planet. Alright, here we are back in Fishing Planet here, for difficulty. I don't really know if it's that more difficult to actually catch the fish in the game. I find it more hard to tell when you have a fish on. Oh, I think I just had a bite. Did I? I don't know. I find it hard to know when you have a fish on. There we go. Alright. Trying to learn a little more. 1 pound, not too bad. By difficulty, it's harder to catch, 14 pounders, because I don't think you can catch 14 pounders. So I'm gonna give 5 points to the difficulty for Fishing Planet here. On you can't really catch 14 pounders every time you go out, so this is a little more realistic. So I'll give Fishing Planet 5 points for difficulty. Alright, here we are back on Fishing Sim for the last and final round to get points. Which is more fun, Fishing Sim or Fishing Planet? I believe Fishing Sim will definitely take this one, considering it. I think the tournaments are just better. I know you have tournaments on Fishing Planet, but just the way you can navigate the lakes on this game and the amount of fishing you can do in this game in different areas on the lakes is pretty insane, and I think that's what makes it fun. Trying out new spots. Fishing Planet, you don't really have a whole lot of new spots to fish. You kind of just sit there and you fish that spot. I mean, you can kind of walk around like a little lake or something, but that's about it. That's all you got. With Fishing Sim, you can literally go from one side of the lake to the other, and it's massive and it's different fish almost every time. So I believe Fishing Sim has got 10 points here, so let's go see if Fishing Planet can get 10 points as well. Alright, here we are back on Fishing Planet for the final round. This is worth 10 points. How fun is it? How fun is this game, really? I feel like it's a little bit more slower paced than Fishing Sim by a whole lot. Okay, that was a terrible cast. Don't look at that. But honestly, I feel like people could have way more fun on Fishing Sim. Unless you really like to sit here and catch 1 pound bass all day, then that's you. But getting that 14 or 15 pounder, like once an hour is, pretty awesome. I like that a whole lot. So it's more on the realistic. If you like the realistic, then it's more fun. If you don't, then obviously it's not gonna be fun. Just like for me, I don't think this is really fun catching 1 pounders all day. I can't remember the last time I caught a 1 pound bass on Fishing Sim. So yeah, so I believe for me, I am not a big fan of super realistic games. Like super realistic. You know, the hunter and stuff. I know I'm talking about the hunter in a fishing video, but it's not super realistic. You know what I mean? So I kind of like that. So for me, Fishing Planet, should I give it 10 points here? For me, I am not going to give it 10 points. So let's tally up the scores.